So this is a drunk nerd. We're drunks nerd. Hey everyone, I'm Connor. This is the drunk nerd, and my friend Ryan is a drunk nerd. He is the drunk nerd. My friend Ryan is the drunk nerd. My friend Connor is me. Welcome to the show. Doot 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 doot.
Hey guys, we're back on
City of Voltron? No, this is Yoja Blowsers. Hang on. Excuse me, internet. This is not gonna work out. It worked out. This is not gonna work out. Mom! Figured it out.
Jeez. Welcome back to the Drunk Nerd. It's been 0 minutes because we cut, copied, pasted this shit back together. We have a poster over here behind his head. Right there.
You can see it then. That's from the movie Yoga Hosers, starring Ben Affleck's friend Kevin Smith as a little hot dog Nazi.
A Bratzi.
Bratzi. And his daughter, and also John Affleck.
John Affleck.
John Depp's daughter.
John Depp.
Lily Rose Depp.
John Depp.
She's the one on the right with the mop. And Harley Quinn Smith is the one with a yoga stick. Harley hockey stick.
So we went to Pop Con in Indianapolis a couple weeks ago, and we got to do a sweet screening of one of the first screenings of the movie Yoga Hosers.
It was red carpet. Presented
by Kevin Smith and his daughter, who is the star, Harley Quinn Smith.
You can see her there.
You can see her right there with her sweet hockey stick and those sweet little Bratzis.
Played by Kevin Smith.
We had no clue what we were going into. We really didn't even want to go see the movie. The reason we went was to see Fat Man on Batman, but it got delayed so much. We saw the movie. Mm-hmm. We just decided to go to that. And holy shit, it was weird, man.
It was cool. I think we got our money's worth even though we didn't stay for the whole thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm sorry, Kevin Smith.
Well, the show was supposed to start way earlier.
At like 7 or 8 or something?
Yeah, and he was late, which is cool. Like,
That's fine. But then he also talked for an hour before the movie started, which is also fine.
Which was great. That's what we paid for.
That's what we wanted.
Him talk.
Yeah, so. Exactly. But then the podcast wouldn't have started until midnight or a little after.
We left at midnight. Yeah, I didn't start till late.
And apparently, from what we've heard, the whole podcast didn't even get over until about 2 a.m.
2 or 3, yeah, that's what. We went and saw this movie, mm-hmm. and he presented it, and he went to backlog about how this is part of a trilogy. Tusk being the first movie, this being the second movie.
All Canada-based.
And then Moose Jaws is going to be the third movie.
Which I am pumped about.
I have never fucking heard this until this thing that we went and saw.
Harley Morenstein of Epic Mealtime fame is the star of this movie.
Oh, he's the star.
He is the main character.
He was in this movie, and he was also in Tusk.
Yeah, and he plays the same character, apparently. But he's the main character in Moose Jaws. And if in case you can't imply from the title, Moose Jaws is Jaws, but with a moose.
Which sounds as ridiculous as I'm sure it's going to be. Yeah. After seeing Yoga Hosers, Connor here has not seen Tusk.
I have not yet.
But it's great. And it gets a lot of hate, as he was saying on stage. You know, Tusk got a lot of hate. I don't understand that myself. Because I thought it was great. He has no opinion. And then he explained Yoga Hosers about the amount of hate that it got.
Yeah. And I like that they're kind of advertising it as the worst movie ever made.
It makes
Bratwurst.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense. People hated that movie, and he says he continues saying that like this is for 12-year-old girls.
Right. This is like the stay up at like at your friend's house late night cable 12-year-old movie girls.
And I didn't fucking understand that until I saw it.
Yeah.
And oh my god, he's so right.
I was like, how could this be bad? And I'm like, oh yeah, though this is an objectively bad movie, but I really enjoyed myself. It was really fun. It was one of those campy movies that you watch on cable at like 4 a.m. when you're having a sleepover with your girlfriend.
There's no cursing in it, which is very
I didn't realize
unusual.
until afterward.
Because he says, he highlights that.
Yeah.
And he's, of course, talking about it saying 88 fucking times.
Right. And then there's this little girl in the audience
Oh my
who
gosh.
she was literally 10 years old, and she was like, at the end, she's the very last question. She was like, I loved the movie. Like, it was great. Like, it was such a fun time. Blah, blah. And he was like, I'm so sorry for cursing in front of you so much, but you are literally the demographic I made this movie for. And that's wonderful. And I think that's great.
No, that's super cool. And you really, this movie is going to suck to you if you don't hear Kevin Smith talk about it for an hour beforehand.
And everyone else is at a disadvantage for that.
Yeah, and literally, even after that, walking away from that movie, I felt the exact same way as I did walking away from Batman v Superman, because I was just like, I had no idea how to process what just happened. And at first I was like, well, I think literally the first thing I said was, well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's the first thing I said, but I sat on it for a day and I was like, man, I kind of fucking like that movie. It was kind of tight now that I understand a little more so. It's ridiculous.
It is. It's absolutely unpredictably ridiculous. Okay, so basically, I thought it was really super incredibly cheesy, but in a great, fun way. Like, I say great lightly. Like, it's not gonna get Academy Awards. But it's gonna be something like
it's not.
No, not
dude.
at all. But like you're gonna watch it like on late night TV on cable or whatever. And you're gonna be like, okay, I get it, whatever. And this is gonna be something like 12-year-old girls, if they're watching it, they're gonna grow up and be like, oh, that was one of those fun high school movies.
They're gonna be like, Fundapa!
Yeah.
Fundapa!
Yeah.
Sorry.
And no,
I
it's
had to.
It's
Could
funny.
not.
It's the catchphrase of the film. Like I started really having fun when the Brassies popped up and like they're kicking their butts in the convenience store.
Yeah.
I think that's super fun. And then everything else, I was kind of like,
Yeah,
whatever.
after that it got really weird, and no spoilers here.
Right.
But that whole popcorn. Sorry, did I get you?
No.
I had a gleek.
I didn't feel any
there.
leaking.
Sorry. The whole PopCon experience was super fun this year. It's probably one of my favorite things that we've done. We got to talk to, when I say we, I mean mainly me, got to talk to Mark Wade and lose my mind.
I got to say the first words to Mark Wade. I was like, hey, Mark, here's my friend Ryan. He loves everything you do and he wants to talk to you.
No, it was terrible. And I'm sorry for like that interview was, if you saw me at my weakest moments, if you watched that. But really, like the whole PopCon experience, we didn't even get into the exhibit. We just hung out in the halls for a few minutes and then did the Kevin Smith thing.
It was all we had time to
great,
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super fun, and Yoga Hosers was definitely not what I expected from that day.
Not at all.
I encourage everybody to check it out. It's definitely
something to experience for sure.
Man, listen to Kevin Smith talk about it first. Maybe that will help.
Find a podcast where he's talking about Yoga Hosers.
Podcast? What is that?
Kevin Smith.
K. Smith.
If you would like to come get drunk on this couch with us, please feel free to contact us.
You can sit in the middle.
Yeah.
We'll high five right over you.
We'll ride over your head. It'll be great.
Booyah.
We'll take some shots. Or
we'll do the thing that you like.
Yeah.
I will do the thing that you like.
I will make an exception for you.
Yes, sir.
My dad will come.
Yes, K. Smitty.
And he'll be here.
Let's do it.
I love you.
So anyways, this has been another lovely version of the Drunk Namek Duo
gosh.
Drunk Nerd segment. You can subscribe in the areas that he always points to with one finger and not two, because that's a bit extreme. And then you can do the things down here with our other videos that aren't Star Trek related, hopefully. And
What do you mean, hopefully? There are 2 more videos down here for you to check out. You can like us over here or dislike us if you dislike Ryan's comment about Star Trek. Or you can follow us over here on our social media accounts. If you want to follow us personally, my name is Connor Jones. You can follow me at Connor_Jones on Twitter or at Connor Jones on Instagram. Both of those are with an E, of course.
And I'm Ryan.
And as per usual now, what did we say?
May the booze be with you.
That's what it was.
Always.
May the booze be ever in your favor. Clip, clap while I'm taking it back.